Hello everyone, I am Nivedita Jena from Ambika Prasad Research Foundation. Welcome to all of you to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. Let's discuss today about the benefits of organic foods and the difference between the organic and non-organic foods and their benefits in our daily life. So let's start. So the organic food, fresh or processed food produced by organic farming methods. Organic food is grown without the use of synthetic chemicals such as human-made pesticides and fertilizers and does not contain genetically modified organisms. And these organic foods include fresh produce and dairy products as well as processed foods such as crackers, drinks, and frozen meals. The market for organic food has grown significantly since the late 20th century, becoming a multi-billion dollar industry with distinct production, processing, distribution, and retail systems. Although organic food production began as an alternative farming method outside the mainstream, it eventually became divided between two distinct paths. One is small-scale farms that may not be formally certified organic and thus depend on informed consumers who seek out local, fresh, organically grown foods. And the second one is the large-scale certified organic foods, which are fresh and processed, that is typically transported large distances and is distributed through typical grocery store chains. Here are the types of organic food. Organic fruit. Uh, fruit is one of the most common types of organic food. Conventional fruit tends to have a heavy pesticide residue, which makes them a good candidate for choosing organic. Since insects are attracted to sweet, fruity smells, don't expect our organic fruit to look perfect. While farmers will choose the best produce to sell, the absence of pesticides means that they may have blemishes or marks on their skin. However, they will taste just as good, if not better, than conventional fruit. And the organic vegetables. Vegetables are another common organic purchase since their peels and skins are often eaten. They are directly subjected to pesticide sprays. This means that eating organic vegetables can make a big difference in the amount of pesticide residue um, we are exposed to. And much like with fruit, organic vegetables may have imperfections in their shape or skin, but they are just as delicious on the inside. Then the organic dairy. Organic dairy has become popular because it contains more omega-3s, but some doctors and nutritionists say the levels are insignificant in the grand scheme of things. They suggest that the real value of organic milk, yogurt, and cheese is that the cows they come from have not been treated with any hormones or antibiotics. And buying organic dairy can also benefit the environment as it has a smaller carbon footprint and reduces pesticides that can make their way into the air and water. And organic meat comes from animals that have not been fed hormones or treated with pesticides or antibiotics. Since the animals are not given hormones that cause them to grow at unnatural rates or in unnatural ways, mm, organic meat tends to be leaner and have a better texture and taste. And having to keep the meat antibiotic free means that the animals are likely given more space to roam and and kept in smaller quantities. This reduces the spread of diseases, which means less chance of foodborne illness for us. And all of these factors contribute to making meat an important type of organic food. Then the organic fish and seafood. There is some controversy about what makes fish and seafood organic. Typically, organic means that the food has not been treated with pesticides, antibiotics, or hormones. But when it comes to wild fish and seafood, it is hard to be sure that they have not had contact with any of those things. So farm-raised fish are fed a very specific diet to help them breed more efficiently, which is not in line with organic philosophy. So the general consensus is that wild-caught seafood and fish is as close to organic as it gets. So here are the top 5 reasons to choose organic. The first one is keeping chemicals out of the air, water, soil, and our bodies. Otherwise, we can take an example that a non-organic apple has 20 to 30 artificial poisons on its skin even after rinsing, and 25% of the world's total insecticides are sprayed on cotton crops. And the second one is encourage innovation. Organic producers are leaders in innovative research, leading the way largely out of their own pockets, with innovative on-farm research aimed at reducing pesticide use and minimizing agriculture's impact on the environment. And the third one is the protect future generations. The average child receives 4 times more exposure than an adult to at least 8 widely used cancer-causing pesticides in food. And the fourth one is support a true economy. On the surface, organic foods might seem more expensive, but conventional food prices don't reflect hidden costs. These hidden costs include pesticide regulation and testing, hazardous waste disposal and cleanup, and environmental damage. And the last one is promote biodiversity. Monocropping is the practice of planting large plots of land with the same crop year after year. This lack natural diversity of plant like life leaves the soil lacking in natural minerals and nutrients. Chemical fertilizers need to be used to replace them. Then, by differentiate the organic and non-organic foods, we can clearly understand the beneficial effects of organic foods. The organic foods are grown with natural fertilizers, which include manure and compost in their fertilizers. The non-organic foods, the commercially grown foods, are farming with synthetic or chemical fertilizers. And in organic farming, the weeds are controlled naturally, like crop rotation and hand weeding. Where in other sites, the weeds are controlled with chemical herbicides. And in organic farming, the pests are controlled using natural methods uh, like bars, traps, and natural pesticides. In other sites, the pests are controlled with synthetic pesticides. And organic foods, for instance, organic meat, dairy, and eggs, whereas the non-organic foods conventionally raised meat, dairy, or eggs, and the livestock are given all organic hormone and genetic modified organisms free feed in organic farming, and the livestock are given growth hormones for faster growth as well as non-organic feed in commercially grown foods. And the disease is prevented with neutral methods such as clean housing and healthy diet in organic way. And antibiotics and medications are used to prevent disease in non commercially grown foods. And the last one is the livestock must have access to outdoors, and the non-organic foods in the livestock has non or limited outdoor access. So here are the benefits of organic foods. The first one is the organic produce contains fewer pesticides that chemicals such as fungicides, herbicides and insecticides are used in conventional agriculture and residues remain on the food we eat. And the second one is organic food is often fresher because it does not contain preservatives that make it last longer, and organic produce is usually produced on smaller farms near where it is sold. The third one is the organic farming is better for the environment. That is, organic farming practices reduce pollution, conserve water, reduce soil erosion, increase soil fertility, and use less energy. And the farming without pesticide is also better for nearby birds and animals, as well as people who live close to farms. Then the fourth one is organic foods have important antioxidants. Since foreign chemicals are not negatively interacting with the different vitamins and minerals, they help in the prevention of cancer, heart diseases, premature aging, vision problems, and skin diseases. And the fifth one is the organic foods are heart healthy. That is, increased amount of time grazing on grass also increases the amounts of conjugated linoleic acid, that is a heart healthy fatty acid, which boosts cardiovascular protection. Then the organic foods protect from overdose, which is the extra dose of antibiotics coming from animal products which are given antibiotics, weaken our immune system by basically overdosing on antibiotics, thereby reshaping it so many times that it will eventually be unable um, defend itself. To defend itself. And the next is organic meat and milk are richer in certain nutrients. The results of a 2016 European study show that levels of certain nutrients, including omega-3 fatty acids, were up to 50% higher in organic meat and milk than in conventionally raised versions. The next one is organic food is genetic modified organism free. So the genetically modified organisms or genetically engineered foods are plants whose DNA has been altered in ways that cannot occur in nature or in traditional crossbreeding and can affect humans poorly. Then the organic food has financial benefits also. Money stays within the local economy. More money goes directly to the farmer instead of to things like marketing and distribution. Then the environmental sustainability. So from an environmental perspective, fertilizing overproduction and the use of pesticides in conventional farming has caused and is causing enormous damage worldwide to local ecosystems, um, soil health, biodiversity, groundwater and drinking water supplies, and sometimes farmers' health and fertility. So organic farming typically reduces some environmental impact relative to conventional farming, but the scale of reduction can be difficult to quantify and varies depending on farming methods. In some cases, reducing food waste and dietary changes might provide greater benefits. A study at the Technical University found that the greenhouse gas emissions of organically farmed plant-based food were lower than conventionally farmed plant-based food. So the greenhouse gas cost of organically produced meat were approximately the same as non-organically produced meat. However, the same paper noted that a shift from conventional to organic practices would likely be beneficial for long-term efficiency and ecosystem services and probably improve soil over time. So here is the fact. Here are the facts about organic foods. Um, For any food product in the United States to be labeled and sold as organic, it must meet all of the requirements set out by the US Department of Agriculture, which is USDA organic regulations. To use the USDA organic seal, The food product must be certified organic and have 95% or more organic content. For a food item to be labeled 100% organic, it must be either completely organic or made of all organic ingredients. So the foods that use at least 70% organic ingredients may be labeled with made with organic ingredients, but no USDA still can be displayed on them. And eat healthy and stay healthy because health is wealth. Thank you.